Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to solve another case from the South African competition. This was for the semi-finals of the live competition held beginning of September. And let's dive into it. So we have a city in which the power production could not keep up with the growth in power consumption. The power utility is not able to provide power to all neighborhood the entire time. To protect the power grid, utility has to run a load reduction program called load shedding, where power is cut to neighborhoods on a rotational basis to reduce the total energy consumption. For question 2, the time period will be morning. For question 3 to 5, hospitals and schools are exempt from any power cuts. Okay, we have different type of buildings which consume different amount of energy based on the time of the day, so morning, afternoon, evening, and night. We also have the units for transportation. Okay, let's see what we have. How many of the following units are there in the city? Okay, so we have a map. Okay. Uh, the ones with experience in the competition, I think, will be familiar with this kind of layout. Okay, I think this is an easy one because we just need to count ifs, the entire map lock against the type provided here. And let's see, 558, 558. Okay, this is a live solve attempt, so let's see what we get. What is the consumption of the following neighborhoods during the morning period? Okay, so you're giving the ID. Okay, I think it's the one on top of the block of units. Okay, and the consumption is this one. Morning consumption, afternoon consumption, oops, afternoon consumption, evening consumption, and night consumption. Okay, I need to do this dynamically. Okay. I think there are different ways to do this actually. I think I'm going to say that we have 31. Not sure this is the fastest way to do this. Better to be here. Okay, one would be D2, Jack J, column B, column U, Z, AF, AL, AQ, AV, BA. So this is D and J, and this is row 2 for each of those. Okay, and then I could simply replicate this. Yeah, I have the 21, which is BF. And then again, starting from D this way, so this will be row 19, and this will be row 10. I also need to say that this is 3, 6, this is 7, and this is again 6. So this is 6 cells big, 6 cells big, and 7 cells big, and always no, 3, this 5, we have 3, 3, 3, 5, we have 3, 3, and 3, and 3, and this gets replicated nicely. Oh no, we have an additional 3 here, and then block 11. Hopefully this is not a mess. 3, 3, 5, 3, 3, 3, 5, 3, 3, 3. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to call those Nick. I'm going to concat those two. Those are the positions. I'm going to call this vert size and call the hor size. Okay. So I need to solve for example 2. Okay, X lookup this B and H. What's going wrong here? This one, okay. B. Something. There's a space. Okay, so we have neighbor 31. Okay, I'm going to X lookup into neighbor positions. I'm going to X lookup the size, and I'm going to X lookup the horizontal size. Okay, and what I'm going to do is to offset indirect map, and this one I need to go 1 down and 0 to the other direction. I need to have this and this. Okay, I think there is something wrong with this because 31 is actually this, which is BI19. To go one to the... yeah, need to go one on the left to have the range correctly set. Okay. Fantastic. What I'm going to do is now to mm, what if I do this? Consumptions, hours, zones, buildings. I'm going to sum the index of consumptions. I'm going to match going to do 2 row of this sum index assumptions and to match is into buildings 0 and to match, I think it was morning, to hours, so 0, 1, 2, 0 to 5. Yes, but do I really need to? Can I just do this? Yeah, so I don't need actually this two row, but maybe I will need to this later. Okay, so usual approach here, sequence this, build a data table. Okay, I think we have some problems because for 11 we get 12 we get an error. Okay, it's just because it's too. Okay, so when the size is bigger, I will need to offset on the left 2 instead of 1. Ta, 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 ta. If this looks 5, it's -2, otherwise -1. It should be correct now. It's 644325. Okay, because basically when I'm basically pointing here offsetting one below, and then I need to get back to the up left position of the block. When the size is like this, I need to go -1, otherwise I need to go -2. Civil society requested that schools and hospitals are excluded from load shedding. What is the reduction in energy saving from shedding the following neighborhoods? Okay, so example 3. Night. This time is GH. Da, 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 da. So this is no longer hard-coded. So 4325, but I think this is uh, just a coincidence because there are no schools or hospitals here. So this will be the saving if I shut down everything. Let's say that I'm going to take hospitals and schools. Okay, so basically I'm going to count ifs here. Let's make this big enough. This is a dynamic array, so I can leverage this. Block against this one. Okay, so we have 0, 0, but for example, if we go to game, probably the next one, so 31. Okay, we have 2 and 2. I think I need to add back the two consumptions, so this will this xlookup buildings, and I will need no, next consumptions. It's a match of this into buildings 0, and a match of this into our zones 0 times how many we have, and I need to lock this one, and I need to say minus this, minus this. So this saving will be actually this one, I think. So like this, let's update the data table, 31 to 50. Finger crossed, 329650, 329650, okay. Calculate the total energy saved by applying load shedding to the following neighborhoods for the periods specified. Okay. That's where I need, I think, the 2 row. So example 4. Okay, because now I need to say transpose text split this against semicolon. Okay. Pa, 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 pa. It's probably faster to do like this. This basically converts text to number. And I will need to streamline this into a what if I directly say to row this was okay, it's actually working. Okay, fantastic. This is the power of the dynamic arrays, I think. And I think I can just copy those down. Probably I didn't lock something. Night is always night. Fantastic. Okay, as I was afraid of, I need to block this. I need to block this. And I need to block this. And this probably. This is not fantastic. Okay, so what we're basically saying is that I'm going to shut down this 5 neighborhood at night. Okay. The schools and hospitals, I think, are exempt. So this will be my potential saving minus schools and hospitals. It's like this. Okay, didn't need to lock this actually. Specifically the row, because I need to go down. Okay. Okay, now makes a lot more sense. 30650, and that's correct apparently. So let's see some of those. Update. Oops. Paste values 1635450. 635450. Okay. Question 5. What is the power consumption of city over a period of 10 days? In all neighborhoods, power are cut according to the schedule of the schedule sheet. If the neighborhood was without power, power consumption in the next period is 10% higher. For the morning on day 1, on neighborhood will have an increased usage. Okay. Okay, so this is basically the schedule. Mm, uh, 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 uh. If a neighborhood was without power, then the power consumption during the next period is 10% higher than normal for that period. Okay. This is quite tricky because I have used this dimension to go over the neighborhood, so I can no longer use this for the time progression basically. I also know that we always have 5 neighbors impacted, so those are the 5 neighbors. I could potentially extend to the right, but I would have a huge list, and that would be one approach. But what if I calculate the uh, 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 the next period is 10% higher than normal for that period. Okay. Because what I could do is to compute the total consumption for this period, deduct the consumption for the saving of those blocks, then also compute an increased consumption for the 5 blocks that had been shut down during the previous period. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, why not? We're talking about 44. Okay. Let me copy this. Okay. So what we're basically saying is that we have the first one, but this time I'm going to X lookup here. Want to X lookup all of this. Okay. So I'm just going to transpose this, and we have the morning. So I'm going to say that for this particular time, my saving will be this. But what is going to ask me? Actually, the power consumption, not the saving. Okay, but this is still a useful information. No, actually, is this one. This is very dangerous also during the competition. Okay, so this is the saving for this time allocation. I can calculate the savings for each time period, which is actually this. Okay, so those are the savings, hopefully to be leveraged. Period saving. Uh, mm, 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 mm. Then the total power consumption is actually a constant value. Yes, because we know that countifs this, this, okay, and this to have actually some product of this against this. Locked. Okay, something word. Uh-huh. What if I don't want to have the 25? Okay. So this is the total power consumption for each of the periods. Now I only need to compute the plus 10% factor given the shutdown of the block. For more than one, increase usage of as all as power during the previous period. If needed was without power, then the power consumption during the next period is 10% higher. For all the block, because schools and hospitals actually have not been shut down, but this is probably not clear from the case. Okay. Uh, 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 uh. I think this will be one use case when an array formula, a big let formula will be very handy. Dot consumption. Increase increased block. There are 5 those. We have nothing here, and then here we have the previous ones. Okay. Let's try this. Let's say let. Let's say let. Let's say that block is this one. Pos is x lookup block positions neg positions say pos. Okay. what I'm doing, I'm basically building the logic all over again into a let in order to have one formula solution to be scaled for all of those. This will take some time. I think I'm pretty over the 30-minute allocation, but that's fine. Uh, so position. Then we have vsize, xlookup, block into vertical size, vertical size, horizontal size, same thing into horse size, then uh, left indent if hs equals 5 minus 2, otherwise minus 1. And then we have the block content, which is actually the offset of indirect of map and pos. Verticals, no, one left indent, vertical size, yes, hs, block content. Let's try if this is working. Okay, so I think it is working, so this will be block 5 content. Then I need to replicate this. So let's copy this in order to avoid writing again. Block consumption, some index of consumptions, match block content and match the morning actually. And I want to output exactly the block consumption. 23350. Is there any way I can test this? No. uh, okay, that's why I need to go down to 2250. No, again. No, again, but is this afternoon actually? Okay, so that's correct. To fix again here. So I can copy now on the right. And I basically want the 10% of this because this will my increased consumption. So basically I'm saying that this will be my total one. I will have some saving and then block consumption, total consumption, which will be this minus the saving plus sum of those. Doesn't seem quite right to me. Okay, this was to be chosen just for some of the days, so this will be day 11 actually, was example 5. So day 11, 2, 6, 9. Close, but actually not correct. If a neighbor was without power, then the power consumption during the next period is 10% higher than normal for that period. If a neighbor was without power, then the power consumption during the next period is 10%. Hmm. Honestly, I have no idea why this is not working. So 297 will be the total consumption. I will have savings, which is actually 322100. 264, and this is higher because we have the 10% additional consumption. On day 10, but do I need to, because mine is higher, what I'm suspecting is, I'm suspecting this. Two, six, eight. No. Yes. Oof. Very close. Because on day 11 isolation in the morning, we'll have an increased consumption of the blocks switched off during the previous mm, period. Not sure actually what they're really going to ask. There also might be the fact that the schools and hospitals are not consuming during the, sorry, are not shut down during the shutdown. So there might be that their contribution is not to be considered. I don't know. I think we need some time to debug this. Let's go back to the bonus question. Which neighborhood maintains the highest number of residential properties? Okay, so residential is, I think, only this one. Sequence. I don't remember how many of those we had. Yeah, 31 actually. Mm, why this is not spilling? Okay. Pa, 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 pa. Countifs here for this. So the max of this is actually 19, and so index match the max here. So 19 actually might be, no. Where is the 19 here? Is 12 actually. Why? Yeah, because I need to match here actually. Okay, so block 12. Let's check. Yes. Which neighbor receives the most nighttime load shedding on the 11-day schedule? Which neighbor receives the most nighttime load shedding? Which neighbor has the largest decrease between the period of highest consumption versus lowest? Not sure about this one, but I'm assuming since this level 5 is not correct, I'm not going to have a correct answer for this bonus question. Which neighbor receives the most nighttime load shedding on the 11-day schedule? Pa, 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 pa. Yeah, I will skip this. Which neighborhood has the largest decrease between the period of highest consumption versus lowest? Can we assume that this is always the period of lowest consumption? I don't think so. Uh, 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 uh. Which neighborhood has the largest decrease between the period of highest consumption and lowest? Okay, so I can leverage that this formula actually is giving me the consumption for that block. Uh, so what I can do is having again sequence of the 31 blocks. Then I will have morning, transpose, hours, zones. Okay, actually without transpose. I want this formula and I want to block to be this and the time period to be this without the 10% factor. Okay, I could do max of this, min of this, copy down, plus this minus this, because they're asking for the largest decrease, period of highest versus lowest. So this is the max of this, and I want the neighborhood where match of this here. So 6. I don't know. Yeah, okay. That was right. I think I will take some time offline to fix what is not working with level 5, and eventually I will keep you posted with a new video. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye.